Hey guys, Orlando here. Today I'm going to be reviewing Spider-Man Homecoming. If you guys haven't already noticed, I'm a pretty big Spider-Man fan. I even got the fucking Homecoming logo tattooed permanently on my body for the rest of my existence, so that's fun. Let's get right into this movie. This film takes place 2 months after Civil War, so it's still in 2016, and it's just dealing with Peter Parker with this new suit, just trying to be a hero. This movie single-handedly broke the entire timeline of the MCU, and it's oh boy, it's the stupidest shit in the world. I won't even get into it because that's a whole other video for another day, which I probably won't ever do because it's a lot of bullshit. I've heard a lot of people say that this is a great movie, but not a great Spider-Man movie. This Peter Parker is a brand new Peter Parker with a brand new mindset, and I think that really turned a lot of people off. Like, I'm perfectly fine with having each interpretation of Peter Parker be vastly different than the other, because it would be boring watching the same person on the same screen, year after year. I like seeing different types of Spider-Man. I think that's why I resonated with this one so much, because I relate to this one so much. Tom Holland is such a young kid. They casted him when he was like 19. Seeing a young face in that role really just knocks the whole character out of the park for me. You think of Spider-Man, for me personally, I always think of, him being a teenager, because that's what he was known for when he first came out. The villain in this movie is amazing. It's, Michael Keaton plays the villain, Adrian Toomes / the Vulture. He's amazing. He's one of my favorite villains in the MCU, just because of how, real of a villain he is. I feel like I might end up being like him if shit were to go that down south for me. It's not like he wants to blow up the world. It's not like he wants to rule the fucking planet or anything. He's just trying to sell illegal weapons to make money for his family. Every time I watch this movie, the whole final scene, the final fight scene is like, yo, Peter, just let him slide. He needs to feed his kids. Why are you doing this? Just let him rock this one last time and then you're good. Now, Spider-Man's morals seems a bit clouded in this movie. Everybody knows the phrase, great power comes great responsibility. And that's basically Spider-Man's whole thing. That's why he does the shit he does. But in this movie, it feels more like he's just trying to impress Iron Man and become an Avenger. And by the end of the movie, they fix that up. But the entire movie, I guess that was his character arc. But it still felt pretty weird to have Spider-Man like that, trying to impress another superhero as opposed to him doing it because he knows in his heart that it's the right thing to do. And yeah, Iron Man's in this movie. Thank God he's not in it too much, because that was a big whew. I got really scared that he was gonna be in it a little bit too much. I like Aunt May this time around. I like how she's not a fucking grandmother near death. She's actually pretty young. It sucks that they used her for mostly just fan service, it seems like. The comedy was amazing in this movie. Oh my god. A huge inspiration for this film was a lot of the John Hughes movies, Breakfast Club and all that shit, and you could really see it shine within this movie. The comedy is just so fucking pure and wholesome. You love it. I didn't. This is one of the few MCU movies where the comedy really didn't detract from any serious moments in the film. They knew when to make shit serious, they knew when to make shit comical, and it just fit together perfectly. And the Spider-Man suit, oh my god, I love this suit so much. Once again, my only gripe is I feel like he's a little bit too overpowered, especially with the AI in the suit. I'm over the fact that, Tony Stark made the suit for him. I just want him to be just regular Spider-Man, just a few web shooters there and out. Sure, the web things are pretty cool to fly on, I like that a lot, but I don't want him with rapid fire or insta-kill and shit. It just felt weird. But then again, it's different from all the versions, which is why I like it. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword, if you feel what I'm saying. This movie has a beautiful romantic arc between Peter Parker and his love interest, Liz Allen. And oh my god, it's so perfect, and I love how slowly it's built up, and by the end of the movie, they just fucking get rid of it. And I'm like, what? Why? Why would you do such a thing? But in all seriousness, it feels like I'm harping on this movie a lot, which I guess I am, but I really love this movie with all of my heart. It's in my opinion, it's one of my favorite Spider-Man movies. But I know that it probably isn't the best, but it's still my favorite just because of how much fun you can have watching this movie. No matter how many times you watch it, it never gets old and never gets boring. You're always having a great time watching Spider-Man swing around. And thank God it's not an origin story, because you're just right into the action. You already know Spider-Man, he got bit, you know about Uncle Ben, you already know all this. So they thrust you right into the action, and it's just non-stop fun. I fucking love this movie. And Tom Holland gives an amazing performance as Peter Parker's Spider-Man. He's amazing in this role, and I can't wait to see what he does in the sequel. And the relationship that he also had with his best friend Ned in this movie, it's definitely Genki. They derived a lot from the Ultimate Comics, which I guess is okay, because the MCU is really its own entity. But I really like the relationship that they had. Even though Ned did get kind of annoying, it was nice to see Peter have somebody to actually talk to about his superpowers instead of it being hidden from everybody else, just like in the other movies. Oh, and shout out to fucking Childish Gambino for being in this movie. Sorry if this review is all over the place. I tried playing both sides because I know a lot of people hate this movie and I know a lot of people love this movie, and I'm one of the people that love this movie, if you haven't noticed, you know? But all in all, I give this movie a 9.4 out of 10. I love this movie with all of my fucking heart. It's my favorite superhero in my favorite cinematic universe. That's why I got this. And that's what makes this movie so fucking awesome to me. Like, it's what I've been wanting since I was 13. But have you guys seen Spider-Man Homecoming? If you agree or disagree with my opinion, let me know down in the comments below. I will be putting up end cards. If you enjoyed this movie review, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button for more of my movie reviews. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.
Just don't do anything stupid.
I got this.
All right?
Yeah.